This video is brought to you by John Robson Guitar Tuition. If you enjoy the content, please consider supporting the channel by enrolling on a course, purchasing some guitar lessons or a t-shirt, or you can join my Patreon. Now, on with the show. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. You can see what's going to happen here. There's a box, there's a knife. Cue the music.
Go on, lad, way hard.
Indeed, so here it is, a Gibson Les Paul. Not just any Les Paul though, a Les Paul Custom, and not just any Les Paul Custom. This is a Gibson Custom Shop Les Paul Custom. As you can see from the Gibson Custom Shop logo there and the little badge they put on the back of the switch, and you know, it's well, let's get one thing out of the way before we go any further. This guitar does not, unfortunately, belong to me. It belongs to a student of mine called Andrew, basically he entered a raffle. I don't know if you've seen the adverts for this on YouTube. There it is, the Guitar Gear giveaway, and as you can tell, it says winner on there, so he won the raffle. So how come I've got the guitar then? Well, Andrew is out of the country at the moment, and he's got family in Australia, and he's had to go over there to deal with some family stuff that's going on, and he got in contact with me. He found out basically that he'd won when he was out in Australia, through crippling jet lag and a rather poor phone connection apparently. So he got in touch with me and said, can I have this guitar shipped to you? You kind of make some videos with it, have some fun with it, do what you want. Short of like keeping it, I suppose, or selling it. So I've basically got this guitar until Andrew is back in the UK, at which point I'll ship it down to him. Today is just very much a first impressions kind of look at this guitar. I'll do the usual kind of full review of it, probably on Sunday. Well, you know, we'll kind of put it into a mix with, you know, bass and drums and, you know, all the other kind of good stuff. Basically do a little piece of music with it, and, you know, we'll look at things like neck profile, nut width, pickup readings, all that sort of good stuff. But today, as I say, just a first impressions review. And first impressions are really rather good. Dealing with the usual elephant in the room that you have to talk about with Gibson guitars, or certainly you've had to in recent years, the fit and finish. I'm sure you've seen Colin from Guitaristas. He's got that black SG Special. Bought it brand new, and straight out of the box, the paint was really the paint job was awful, to be honest with you. All kind of lumps and ripples and scratches and stuff all over it. Not any sign of that here. I've been holding this to the light in various kind of angles and what have you, and I just can't find any evidence of anything wrong with it. It's a beautiful mirror finish all over. You know, and gloss black is a very, very unforgiving colour to kind of, that will show anything like that, the slightest little blemish, and I just can't see anything anywhere on the guitar that's like that. The other thing I would mention about the finish is I'm not usually a big fan of Gibson Nitro gloss finish, because it often has that kind of sticky, claggy kind of feel where you feel like you need to wash your hands after you've been playing. This is just silky smooth. Beautiful finish on the guitar. Yeah, so full marks to Gibson. The action on this guitar is stupendously low. You know, I'm going to say that's 1 millimetre at the 12th fret on the bass side. It's possibly even a little bit less. I think you'd be trying to defy the laws of physics to try and get the action any lower than this. It's beautifully low and utterly fantastic to play. So what does the guitar sound like then? Well, you already know. It's a Gibson Les Paul Custom. It sounds exactly like a Gibson Les Paul Custom, but let's hear some evidence of that. Currently, well, pretty much always these days, I'm playing through the Blue Guitar Amp 1 Mercury Edition, and on the Vintage channel, which is kind of an old school Marshall kind of tone, and on the neck pickup with the guitar's volume dialed back to about 3, I'm getting a beautiful, transparent, warm, clean sound, a bit like this. And then flipping to the bridge pickup, which is on full throttle, same setting on the amp. I'm getting a really great classic rock 70s kind of blues rock tone like this. In that split second before I start playing in these kind of walkthrough videos, my mind always goes blank, and sometimes that's evidenced in what I play. Sorry about that. But yeah, I mean, what a great sounding guitar. It's I'm going to have some fun with this guitar, as I say. Really looking forward to hearing how this guitar sounds in a mix with other instruments around it, and just doing something a little bit more prepared with it. But that is for Sunday, and that is pretty much the video for today, folks. This has been me unboxing possibly the most valuable guitar I've ever unboxed on this channel, and I've had a massive amount of fun doing it, and there's a massive amount more fun to be had with this guitar. But as I said, that is for Sunday, where you'll see this guitar, in a mix with other instruments, and it would be too good an opportunity to miss, really, wouldn't it, to not do a comparison with this guitar. This is my Les Paul Tribute. Possibly, I think, the cheapest guitar you can buy that still has the Gibson logo on it, and this isn't the most expensive Gibson guitar, but it's, you've got Murphy Lab and all that kind of stuff kind of sitting above this in the Gibson family tree, but it's significantly higher up the pecking order than my little Les Paul Tribute. So, yeah, there's got to be a comparison video in there between those two at some point, hasn't there? But as I say, that's all for the future, and that is the video for today, folks. Hope you've enjoyed it and found it useful, informative and entertaining in some small way, and if that's the case, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so, and why not drop me a like while you're at it. Don't forget the live stream every Friday, 5 PM UK time, where we drink beer and talk about music, guitars and a whole host of other things. Great way to kick off the weekend. I'd love to see you there if you can make it, but for now, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.